curricular activities. Other than that, we also train our students in various skill development, because nowadays and how we have established and what are the goals on which the center has been established. The Center for Climate Change and Water Research focuses on the education about the climate change, sustainable development and research using geoinformatics as a tool to achieve the solutions. Nowadays, you must have seen during COVID, during the floods in any area or any other phenomena you talk about, geoinformatics and how we have established and what are the goals on which the center has been established. The Center for Climate Change and Water Research focuses on the education about the climate change, sustainable development and research using geoinformatics as a tool to achieve the solutions. Nowadays, you must have seen during COVID, during the floods in any area or any other phenomena you talk about, geoinformatics and how we have established and what are the goals on which the center has been established. The Center for Climate Change and Water Research focuses on the education about the climate change, sustainable development and research using geoinformatics as a tool to achieve the solutions. Nowadays, you must have seen during COVID, during the floods in any area or any other phenomena you talk about, geoinformatics and how we have established and what are the goals on which the center has been established. The Center for Climate Change and Water Research focuses on the education about the climate change, sustainable development and research using geoinformatics as a tool to achieve the solutions. Nowadays, you must have seen during COVID, during the floods in any area or any other phenomena you talk about, geoinformatics and how we have established and what are the goals on which the center has been established. The Center for Climate Change and Water Research focuses on the education about the climate change, sustainable development and research using geoinformatics as a tool to achieve the solutions. Nowadays, you must have seen during COVID, during the floods in any area or any other phenomena you talk about, geoinformatics and how we have established and what are the goals on which the center has been established. The Center for Climate Change and Water Research focuses on the education about the climate change, sustainable development and research using geoinformatics as a tool to achieve the solutions. Nowadays, you must have seen during COVID, during the floods in any area or any other phenomena you talk about, geoinformatics and how we have established and what are the goals on which the center has been established. The Center for Okay, so I have told you that we are, expertising our students into the field of GIS, GPS, DIP, GPS, modelings, explorative data analysis, visualization. So all these things are done with the help of different satellite data sets and integration of various other information into those data sets. And finally, because whenever we are going for any kind of decision, it's not only one parameter that on the basis of which we are able to take some decision. For example, if you take an example of COVID situations, okay, which were there 2 years back, even last year also in first wave, second wave. So there are many parameters which has to be taken into consideration for solving that problems. Okay, if you are talking about the medical facilities which has to be given to the different people, so the roads are not only the one parameters. From where they are getting that, what are the climatic conditions, what are the sources of the things, all those parameters has to be taken into consideration, and then we are putting them into a spatial decision making system, and finally we are coming up with a single approach where we are getting a risk that this area is highly risk prone, this area is moderately, this area is no risk prone area. Okay, so those kind of things are possible with the help of the tools, the modelings which we are performing through this geoinformatics as a tool. The primary aim or goal is to promote multidisciplinary research group and manpower to engage large projects of national and social relevance. Now, the students who are taking their degrees from the center, I'm telling you that we have started our center in the year of 2017, and around 3 batches have passed out. Nobody is without having a job. So everybody is working into some project of government of India, or they are working with some MNCs who are working again for the social or different kinds of national or international projects. So the main goal of the center, or to run such programs of MSc or MTech geoinformatics, is to promote a multidisciplinary research group and manpower to engage in different projects which are having national, international and social relevance. Okay. Then about the courses, I have already told you that we are running MSc and MTech program in geoinformatics of 2 years. Now, what are the USPs of the course? We have central library. The center and the university have a library facility with enriched books, journals, magazines, etc. Even the center is also having our own e-books collection, which we regularly provide to students for their reading purposes. Then e-resources, we are providing every student the lecture notes in the form of PPTs, PDF, books, etc. YouTube video links also, like nowadays we have different portals where again, other than your teachers, you can get good materials, study materials. So we provide those YouTube links also, ebooks, tutorials and manuals. We have well qualified, I have shown you some profiles of the teachers in the center. They are well qualified and experienced. Continuous evaluation, we have the library management system where we go for the attendance of the students, the assignments, the quizzes and everything, the note exchanging of notes and all those things through that LMS. Every student has, when you will be coming here, you will have a 1-day workshop on the LMS also, how to handle those things. Okay. Then we have the expert talks and lectures regularly. Every month we have 2 or 3 expert lectures outside the university, which we are continuously doing. Now, as you all are coming here with the expectations, with the hopes that you will be getting into good companies, yes, from this platform I am assuring you that each one of you, if you are putting your efforts in the directions which are being taught by you in the center, 100% you all will be absorbed in good private or government sectors. So these are some recruiters of ours, and you will be getting very good packages, there is no doubt about it. Okay, so these are some placement records of our students. Okay, these are some trainings which different students have done during their internships. Okay, so like many students, they are very excited for going into different space application centers, IITs, NITs. So other than your duration here in Gyan Vihar, if you are willing to go for outside the university for your dissertation or thesis, you will be provided a chance to do that. So here we have a history, we have a records that our students have went for different internship programs in different organizations, which includes different regional remote sensing centers, different space application centers, different universities, and different companies. These are very few which I am giving you a glance, an example. Maximum of our students during their internship, they are going into different organizations. These are the outcomes of their dissertations. If you see this, Abu Tala, Amit Verma, Mukesh Singh, Sanu Kumar, Jean Joy, all these are students of MSc or MTech programs. So by the end, when they are submitting their thesis, there is a rule of our center that they have to come up with the research publications. Now, since you all are coming for PG courses, you have to be research oriented also. So these are the some examples which I have not given the whole records, but I have tried to give you some examples. Okay, so these are different publication houses in which they have come up with the publications from their dissertations. These are few books which we have written from the center, your faculties. Okay, these are some projects which we have applied for. These are some webinars which we are conducting, like in the our aim and goals. I have told you that regularly different faculties, different scientists, different companies, exposures, different alumni which are there into different areas, they are coming in a form of FTPs, webinars regularly to give you exposures and the recent trends of geoinformatics nowadays. So these are some glimpses of those webinars, seminars, workshops, training programs. Okay. Then faculties, like we are also, like many people, they are coming here to give exposures. We are also providing our expertise to different universities. There are some examples that we have gone to different universities or different places for delivering our lectures. Then the academic field visits and industrial trainings. Now, because this is a place where you can get exposures by visiting different academic areas or industries, that what they are doing. So we are taking you for those visits physically also. Okay, so this first photograph, if you can see here, this is a PhD progress presentation of various students where they have come and they have given their presentation. This is our PhD scholar. He has participated in some international conference. Then these are our students of MSc and MTech. They have went for a training program of 5 days to Space Application Center, Ahmedabad. Okay, so these are some glimpses. They have done very good. They have got some prizes also during that. And this program was on cryospheric applications using space-based observations. Now this is again a visit of Geological Survey of India, Western Region, Jaipur. Our student went there and they had exposure that what they are doing, how they are conducting different surveys in the field, what kind of rocks, what kind of things are there in Rajasthan as well as the whole India. Then this is during a national workshop on geospatial data processing for sustainable management using Python. So different experts from RB Services Private Limited, they have came here in the campus and they gave exposure on for 2 days on different geospatial data processing for sustainable management, basically with the help of Python. Then this is again an exposure where the Center for Climate Change and Water Research, in association with the Encardio Wright Electronics Private Limited, Lucknow, has organized a one-day workshop on digital water level recorders. So this digital water level recorder is there in our campus. So they have given that how it works and what kind of data sets are can be collected. So various students from the center, from civil engineering department, mechanical engineering and electronics have got trained. So my purpose is that you should know that what kind of practices, what kind of academic things are there in the university. Then the Center for Climate Change and Water Research has also organized a one-day trip of Kishangarh, or where physically they got an exposure to the different sand dunes, the oldest geological formation of Ajmer Pushkar. So this kind of activities regularly we are performing to get our students exposed with the different things in the field, as well as the different companies what they are doing, recent trends of that. So different activities has been performed in the centers. These are some views where we have visited a mining factory of marble factory, and then these are the initial phase from where the sand dunes are started in Pushkar. So these are some live photographs where we have visited. Other than that, you are also getting exposure in different programs, whatever subject curricular you are studying. Other than that, you are also we are also trying that our student can get a value added subjects from different organizations. For that, we are regularly conducting the IIRS Indian Research Remote Sensing Center, Dehradun, outreach programs, on various applications like watershed, like disasters, air pollution, 3D modeling on photogrammetry, digital image processing, global navigation systems. So all these, along with your syllabus, you are also enhancing your knowledge with the different courses conducted by IIRS or Coursera or NTPTL. So there is no dearth of or anything lacking which we are not providing you. You are getting your syllabus, you are getting other than your syllabus the exposures. Then we have also a provision of industrial mentoring. Okay, so along with your teachers, what we are doing, we have a provision that every student will get an industrial mentor. Okay, so we have tie-ups with different industries, and the mentors, they will tell you about the things, about the recent trends of geoinformatics or remote sensing or GIS. So you can see this. This is our center students. These are some people who are guiding our students. Like this is a student. She is being picked by an Indian Army post. So why we have took a mentor from Indian Army, because our 2-3 students, they on the basis of MSc, they are being picked up on different armed forces or different police services also. These are the different classes which we have conducted during the Corona times, online classes. So I wanted to show you that our classes has not stopped even in the tough times of corona. Our students were busy in the taking classes, and they have gained their degrees, and in such a pathetic conditions of corona times, they have got the placements also. So my aim of this, showing this slide to you, is that if you are working or you are studying, you are not diverting into A or B or C things, you will be definitely getting your aim or objective for which you are coming here. Okay, so your one aim should be to get your degree and your job, and for that you have to be regular into the classes, and you have to be very conscious and rigorously done the things which are being taught to you. If you have any problem, if you are suppose not understanding anything, you can ask your teachers, you can ask me or anybody in the department. Nobody will say that we are not going to tell. Yes, if they are busy, they will give you a time that this time you will come. If you are not understanding, even on the second time also, you can come to third time, fourth time, until unless you are not understanding the thing. Okay, so that I am assuring you, because I know people from different backgrounds are coming to join us. So somebody may be good in cartography paper, but somebody is maybe good in remote sensing. So if you are facing problem in cartography, you can come to your teacher and you can learn the things until you are not getting a intuition or this thing that I am 100% now knowing the concept. Now these are some glimpse of class conductions. Now after your class conductions, we have a personal tutors activities also. So in your personal teacher sessions or personal tutor, every student is provided with a teacher. There is a group of students, 5 or 6 students group, they will be allotted by a one mentor. Then again there will be a group of 5 or 6 students. So all the departmental teachers, they will be your mentor. Okay, so now if you have problem, now sometimes it's like that HOD or other teachers, they are not free. So every week there will be a session where whatever problem you are facing, whether it is related to your personal problem, whether it is related to your academic problem, you can tell to your PT and they will try to solve it on their own level. But in case they are not able, it's not like that you cannot approach to your HODs. If they are not able to, they will discuss it with the HOD and then we will try to resolve it as soon as possible. Okay, so these are some glimpses. Other than that, we have the PT session for the parents teacher meet also. So in a month we try to interact with your parents and tell the things that how you are performing here. If you are doing some kind of mischief, that is also being communicated to them. If you are doing something good, then we will appreciate and we will tell your parents that they will be doing good. Okay, so this is the aim of the PT sessions, whether you talk about personal tutor or whether you are talking about personal teacher meet. Okay, so these are some glimpses. Some parents, they are interacting with the teachers or they are giving their feedbacks. If you are irritating them or you are not listening to them, they will communicate us. If you are not doing good, then also we are communicating the things to the teachers so that they will be awareing, and if you are doing good, that also being communicated to them. They will be relieved that yes, our students are into right hands, we are getting a regular information about the things what our child is doing. Then this e-content development also we are doing. Then in the university, okay, for your extracurricular developments, we have the different houses, okay, where you are getting exposures of different cultures, different social activities. Like if suppose there is a student coming from Maharashtra, there is a student coming from Northeast. So how these cultures has to be merged, how they are interacting. For that purpose, we are making groups, community clubs where different activities are regularly performed. Okay, so those are different activities which are being performed here. Then I told you that we are also providing you, other than your courses, different courses. So I have told you that the Coursera, NPTEL, IIRS, those kind of courses we are providing. So these are some screenshot of those classes, during that classes when people are doing, and you have an exam for that also, and then after passing those exams you are getting those certificates into your pocket. Then during your free classes or your activity classes, we are also trying to give you a exposure that how you should compete for the different competitive examinations which are mandatory for your higher education or to be absorbed into a government sector teaching or research, like GATE, like NET. So we are also mentoring during your activity classes into those aspects. We are also trying to give you exposure how you can enhance your personality, skill development, employability skills. So those exposures are also given to you. So every student is having their own student file, okay, where your journal details, name, address, academic qualification, all those kinds of things will be there. Then SGView academic profile, where your exams which you have attempted along with your all mark sheets can be kept. Then success score, other than like now all those courses which you are opting or performing, your academic schema, like IIRS program, like NPTEL, like you are participating into some cultural activities, all these things are being secured or counted for your success score profile. Okay, so these are the example where we are maintaining your general records, academic profile, success score, and these are the some certificates which different students have achieved during those value added courses. Okay, so these are some examples. Now I have told you about the different programs which students have gone through. Now other than this, I have told you a brief about now the different activities, different things on the academic point of view which we are doing. Now coming towards the theory and lab examination pattern, where you have to appear for the different internal and external examinations. Okay, so in case of internal examination schema, you have 40 marks of, you know, internal exam and 60 marks of um external exam in case of your theory exams. In case of your practical exam, you have 60 marks as an internal assessment and 40 marks for your external evaluation. So when we are talking about the theoretical internal and external examination, in case of internal examination, we have the weekly tests, 2 weekly tests for each theory paper. We have 2 midterms for each theory paper. We have 2 assignments for uh, every paper. Okay, for weekly test, 5 marks each has been allocated. For midterms, we have 10 marks for each midterm, and for each assignment is of 5 marks. So if you calculate it, it will be 40 marks. And in your final end semester examination, which is called as external exam of your theory, that is 60 marks, in which 12 marks for each unit has been allocated. In case of your labs, we have designed your labs in such a way that every practical, you have 10 lab exercise in every practical, and each lab exercise contains of 4 marks. Okay, now in these 4 marks, 1 marks is for attendance, 1 marks is for your live lab record, 1 marks is for your live viva, and 1 marks is how you have made it. Okay, so these are the distribution of different marks which we have decided or allocated. So this is a brief about the center, about the aims and objectives of the center, why we need this bridge course. I have told you that also. Now during your bridge course, we have a 4 days bridge course. Now I am giving you a brief that what is there in your bridge course. So we have 4 days of bridge course, in which today, the first day of bridge course, I have tried to give you about that what is bridge course, what is the need of bridge course, what are the faculties are teaching you, what are the things which we are going to perform in, and how we are training our students in an overall kind of things, where we are teaching you your theory and lab papers. Other than that, we are also trying to give you employability, skill development and communication skill development papers. Other than that, we are also providing you with the value added courses, where you are free to perform some courses from different IIRS, NTPTL, Coursera and NIDM, all those institutes or organizations. Okay, then we have a club systems, we have a community clubs, where you can interact with the different social different activities, different things. You can interact with the your own center as well as for the university level also. Then we have a PT, personal tutor. Like if you are facing any problem, you can directly come to your PT, you can call them, you can meet them, and you can resolve your problem as soon as possible. We have parent teacher, I told you that also. In that case, we are communicating one-to-one parent, and we are also getting information from that what you are their expectations from us, and we are also communicating them that what you are performing here. Okay, then we are continuously calling faculties from different industries, different scientific organization, different teaching organizations, so that you can get an overall exposures. Other than that, you have a good library facility, you have a good sports facilities where we have a big cricket ground, best cricket ground in the complete Jaipur area, or Rajasthan you can say. We have a mini golf course, we have basketball ground, we have gym facility, everything what you think. Then we have good library facility also, classrooms, good equipped lab facilities. Other than that, if you talk about the rankings, we are NAC A grade, we are recently awarded with the NIRF ranking also. So we have everything what is needed for a student, that they can be proud of, that they have taken admission in such a university where there many rankings are there. Okay, so with this few words, I think I have tried to give you about the everything of your course, everything about the university. Now in the coming days, you will be having a session from Dr. Suraj Kumar Singh, where he will be talking about the uh, you know scope of geoinformatics, where you can see yourself and what are the different organizations, different areas where you can go for. Then the next session will be taken by Dr. Priyanka Roy. She will be discussing about the different course curriculums, and then Dr. Pranay Divate, he will be discussing about different LMS and all those kind of facilities which will be there. So with this few words, I think I have tried to give you everything. With this, I again welcome you all in Center for Climate Change and Water Research, Suresh Gyan Vihar University. And if you have any queries, you can have my number, you can have my email ID, and you can feel free to talk to me or any other faculty of the center. So thank you very much.